talk about that a little bit, about the things that you think about and that the architects think about. You just mentioned that. And could you elaborate on that a little bit about how you need to see the world that's maybe differently than that they do?
Well, actually, I guess the borders between architecture and sculpture are very thin. I mean, probably don't exist. The only probably specific for architecture, they have a function. And I guess the strongest part of art is because don't serve for nothing. That is the most important quality of art. And when something serves for something, has a function, and it's more in the terms of design. And I guess that is the good collaboration. Architects has an amazing capacity to do beautiful bodies, but I guess an artist has the capacity to breathe life in, you know, and that is the good combination.
Do you think a building can have life in the same way that a sculpture can, or is it just too much responsibility to the function?
Well, I told you before, I'm not thinking so much. I'm just...
You are now.
I mean, I don't know, honestly. I mean, I always been a pleasure for me when I found a beautiful house, a beautiful building, but in the right scale. But the right scale don't mean for me only size, also the right scale in its function. And I don't know why, I always thought that my main job is to create beauty. And I guess the function of an architect is to create comfort. And I think this collaboration, is fantastic. We are living in a city, we are inside a place that an architect did, obviously. But it's a place that should be certainly neutral to give us a possibility to exist. Sculpture sometimes, or art in general, has a very strong personality behind, that it's giving a message. I guess architecture is making the bottle, and somebody should put the message inside. And I guess that collaboration is beautiful, because you can drop the bottle in the ocean and who knows where it could go. But the architect has the ability and the capacity to do a perfect bottle. But I guess I have the capacity to do perfect message.
Does that bottle need to be really, really simple and almost not there, so that the art inside can be the beautiful object, or could it be a Venetian glass bottle?
Well, in both cases, architects or artists or whatever needs people. That is the real direction. When I mentioned in the beginning of my talk the conversation with Paul yesterday, he said, but Jaume is home. It's because it's hard to compare one city with another. It's hard to compare one person with another, one country with another. It's impossible. Everyone has an amazing, specific quality and beauty or whatever, depends. And I guess art and architecture has the same approach. I mean, how to discuss about taste. It's impossible. I'm not even defending my work. I know it's fantastic. And it's mine, okay? But I always thought that it's a miracle that others want to share that feeling with you. You understand? It's the same like to get a friend. It's not easy at all. But suddenly, boom, you got a friend. Or you fall in love. And you learn the way to kiss when you are young, because you don't know in which way you have to kiss, but you finally got it. And you fall in love, and you have family, kids, you feel part of a country, of a community. Art is the same. When I was starting to dream about to be an artist, I was dreaming to say, wow, one day I could live with my art, from my art. And by the time I understood that it was okay, but finally the thing is to live for your art, which is not the same. And that is the moment that everything takes sense, and everything grows up, and everything is beautiful. And I had terrific good luck that I always been in touch with very good masters. Masters are all over. not necessarily in the schools, as you know, everywhere. Depends on you. And to improve or to try to be better, that I guess is the secret of art. Art is never a direction. Art is the consequence of what do you do as a person. It's my opinion. But in any case, I think to do sculptures, you have to grow up as a person before, especially as a sculptor.